I've got 5 simple steps to improve your photography. Hang around and I'll share them with you. Hi, it's Pam from Ben McFuzzylugs, back again with another Monday Etsy tips tutorial for the Etsy small businesses, just ideas and tips to help you grow. Thank you again for joining me. So as we already said last week, photography is king. So how can we improve our photography? Here's 5 simple steps to help you out. Step 1. Learn about your camera. So your camera doesn't have to be the most expensive in the world to get the best pictures. People get fantastic pictures with their iPhone, really old disposable cameras, and you can pick up a reasonable older camera for not all that much money. But it's important to learn how to work your camera, and to learn, first of all, before you go out and spend all the money on the camera, is this going to be the best one for the type of photography that you're taking? So if you're taking lots of close-up small items like jewellery, you might want something with a specialist macro lens. If you're doing a lot of photography that's going to involve portraits, then you might want a different type of camera or a different type of lens for that. Again, if you want action shots, then that's going to take something different, or at least a different setup with your camera. So think about what kind of photography you're going to be taking, what kind of photos you're taking first of all. Look at reviews for cameras that are good at the things that you're into taking pictures of, or that you're going to need to take pictures of. Step 2, learn about photo editing. Now this doesn't have to be a major amount of work, but all good photographers edit their photographs. It doesn't just come raw off the camera and look amazing. But there are quick sites, something like PhotoFuse, and I've got a tutorial on that elsewhere, is a really good quick way. You can just take an image off your camera, put it up in your shop, and then quickly edit out all the nasty backgrounds and things so you've got a nice bright picture. So that's really worth doing. You could also look into some free photo editing software. Something like GIMP's supposed to be quite good. I've never used it. Or you can purchase more top end. Photoshop can be reasonably good, or you can get software with your camera. But again, have a look at tutorials, learn how to use this editing software, and then when you've taken your pictures, you can just go through, brighten them up a bit, just tweak things. Also, it's really important, okay, all monitors are different, so what people are going to see is different, but try and colour match as best you can. When you take a picture, it depends on the light and everything, that sometimes it can really not show a good representation of the colour of your items, which is really important. Step 3, as I kind of mentioned in step 1, but if you're taking lots of small pictures or close-ups of things, you want to learn about the fancy function called macro. If you don't already know about this, on most cameras you'll have a setting that you can go to that's like a little flower, and this is for close-up photography, and this just can really boost your photography of small items quite significantly, so it's worth learning about that. Step 4, look into props. So think about what can you add to your picture to add cuteness, what can you add to your item. So the obvious things are, if it's clothing or something, you can put someone in it, but you can also put them in the context. If you're selling sporting clothes, then think about taking pictures at, say, a sporting event, or at the very least something like yoga clothes. Go out to a beach and get your model to do some yoga. If you're selling children's play tea sets, set up a play party and have some children play with these things. I heard years ago a fantastic tip from someone selling clothes, and they struggled to find models, so what they did was every so often they would hold a barbecue for everyone in their neighbourhood, on the proviso everyone got to come to this barbecue for free, but they all had to dress up in the clothes and have a photo shoot taken. And then that meant that the people that had had their picture taken in the clothes also helped to share the photographs, because they wanted their item to sell. They were invested in their item. But it gave a lovely photo shoot of people just having a relaxed time, being natural. So think of things like that. And step 5, think of your lighting. You don't have to spend lots of money on expensive lights. So daylight can be some of the best light. Think about an overcast but bright day rather than direct sunlight, because that blows out highlights and shadows. It gives you too much contrast, and if you're using human models, they might be squinting into the sun a bit. A bright overcast day can be the best if you can shoot outside, or if you can get nice light through a window. You can also get daylight light bulbs fairly cheaply. They can come in a range of temperatures, as they call it, so a more yellowy orange tone to make it feel like you're outside, right through to the more blue, colder light tones, which might be good for some jewellery photography. And along with the light, thinking of your background, you could use a simple backdrop. A really, really simple way to make a background for smaller objects is you could drape a piece of fabric over a chair so it goes down the back and flows smoothly onto the seat, and you put your items on the seat, and that gives the impression of them being in a light tent. But it's really simple and takes up no space for you. You can also get some fairly cheap light tents off eBay and Amazon, little square things that pop up and fold up and down, and they diffuse the light nicely if you're shining stronger lights on them. And if your items are bigger, like a person, you can get backdrops for reasonable prices, and these can be all sorts of fun things. Again, have a look on eBay and Amazon and you'll see all sorts of fun backdrops. Can be the fashion just now for like bleached wood or bricks or anything, but you can also get, I've seen ones that make it look like you're in a beautiful large house decorated for Christmas, if you wanted to do that for Christmas, so they can create a nice mood. So I hope all that's helped. If you want to leave a comment below and let me know any tips or tricks for improving your photography, and please come back again next Monday. Thank you.